Join me on a vibrant and majestic journey to discover the most stunning landmarks around the globe, from breathtaking natural landscapes to captivating architectural wonders. Before your eyes is the majestic landscape of Lakefossen Cliff, one of the most beautiful waterfalls in Norway, with white streams pouring down from a height of hundreds of meters. This is a beautiful scene of rugged mountains, covered with the vibrant colors of nature. The peaks soar above the white clouds, creating a majestic and attractive natural picture. What is remarkable is the presence of small structures on the winding trail, reminding us of the presence and activities of humans in this wilderness. This is the perfect combination of the power of nature and the mark of human creativity. It is impossible to take your eyes off the harmonious colors of the mountains and clouds, making viewers feel lost in a miniature world of peace and tranquility. This is definitely a great destination to find yourself and immerse yourself in the magical beauty of the natural world. A majestic scene of a giant glacier with pure ice surrounding four small characters exploring, embellished by soaring mountains and warm skies, creating a natural scene full of charm and challenge. We are witnessing the Denali Highway winding through the lush green mountains of Alaska, creating a majestic and attractive scene. The rolling hills and lush green forests on both sides bring a peaceful and relaxing natural atmosphere. The majestic scenery of Vestrahorn Mountain, one of the famous landmarks in Iceland. The majestic, rocky mountains with snow-capped peaks, surrounded by hillsides with brilliant autumn colors, create a majestic and vibrant natural picture. Mount Sasita in the Dolomites, Italy presents a majestic view of towering mountains, with rocky peaks rising against a blue sky. The slopes are covered with lush green grass, creating a striking contrast. Autumn in Jämtland, Sweden presents an impressive scene. A vast forest of golden leaves like burning flames is creating a captivating natural picture. The snow-capped mountains in the distance create a majestic and peaceful backdrop. This scene makes viewers feel captivated by the combination of brilliant colors and the wild beauty of the mountains and forests. Smooth and various-sized rocks scattered in the water stream add to the grandeur and pristine nature of the scene. The lush green trees curving on the stream bank like green castles surrounding it, further enhancing the wild and natural beauty of the scene. A beautiful sunset scene in the mountains, with golden light covering the fields and forests. The mountains in the distance reflect the late afternoon sunlight, creating a charming and romantic natural picture. This is known as Heaven's Gate, one of the most famous landmarks in Poland. A beautiful sunset scene in the mountains, with golden light covering the fields and forests. This is the Altai region, a majestic mountain range in Central Asia, spanning many countries such as Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and China. The green mountains, vast valleys, and primeval forests create a picturesque natural landscape. This is one of the most pristine and beautiful mountain areas in the world, attracting many tourists to explore. Altai region, Central Asia. The surrounding high mountains, with the forest canopy covered in white snow, create a majestic and enchanting natural scene. Snow covers everywhere, highlighting the wild and vibrant beauty of the Altai mountains and forests. This is one of the most beautiful and famous natural areas in the world. Is one of the famous waterfalls in the Iceland region, which is rich in such magnificent natural sights. Iceland is famous for its picturesque waterfalls, attracting many tourists to visit and sightsee. Canyonlands National Park, a special geological area located in the state of Utah, USA. In the photo, we can clearly see a wild sandstone mountain with deep veins and jagged surfaces, created by natural erosion and wear over many years. Canyonlands is one of the most famous national parks in the United States, with its sandy deserts, deep valleys, and ancient mountain ranges formed by complex geological processes. It attracts many visitors to explore the beauty and wildness of the desert of the western United States. Iceland sits on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge Fault, where two tectonic plates separate, leading to volcanic activity and the formation of diverse terrain, creating the basis for waterfalls. The main source of water for many waterfalls comes from melting ice from glaciers, such as Vatnajökull. As the ice melts, the water flows downhill and forms rivers, creating waterfalls. Over time, powerful streams erode the surrounding rocks and soil, creating steep cliffs and waterfalls. Changes in climate and natural phenomena such as heavy rains or rapid glacial melt also affect the water flow and shape of waterfalls. The waterfall falls from a considerable height, creating a powerful and impressive flow of water. Nestled between cliffs and rugged mountain terrain, this place is majestic and wild. Surrounding the waterfall is a lush green vegetation, creating a beautiful natural setting. The emerald green river meanders through the rocky terrain, creating beautiful curves. The surrounding area is covered with forests, with brilliant yellow, orange, and red tones of autumn leaves. Combining rivers, mountains, and forests, this area creates a diverse and harmonious natural landscape. Iceland lies on the Mid-Atlantic Fault, a boundary between the North European and North American tectonic plates. The movement and friction of these plates has created intense volcanic activity throughout Iceland's geological history. Continuous volcanic eruptions have created Iceland's diverse mountains, plateaus, and rocky terrain. Eruptions have also created lava flows, which have formed cliffs and rugged mountain terrain. The formation of glaciers and ice masses from Iceland's cold climate has added new land masses and topographical features to the area. Throughout history, the processes of erosion and glacial melt, rainwater, and wind have created the unique and majestic mountain topography we see in Iceland today. The landscape is surrounded by high mountains, with steep cliffs and unique geological topography. The area is covered with lush green trees, mainly coniferous species typical of high mountain regions. In the center of the landscape is a deep blue lake, surrounded by cliffs and forests. Dense vegetation, with broadleaf trees typical of tropical forests. The area is located on high mountain ranges with steep cliffs, creating a rugged terrain. Clouds and mists cover the mountain peaks intermittently, creating a humid and gloomy atmosphere. Formed by geological activities such as the uplift of the Earth's crust. The geographical location near the equator combined with the mountainous terrain creates a tropical and humid climate, favorable for the development of tropical forests. Over time, the processes of erosion and erosion due to rain, wind, and natural phenomena have created the diverse shapes of Rocky Mountains as we see. Harrison Lake has clear water, winding between the mountains. The lake is surrounded by virgin forests with conifers typical of the mountains of British Columbia. The geographical location in the high mountains of British Columbia creates a humid temperate climate favorable for the development of forests and mountain terrain. This is part of the Dolomites, a majestic mountain range located in the Dolomites Alps, a part of the Alps in northern Italy. Mountains with steep cliffs and rugged terrain are typical of the Dolomites. Clouds move and cover the peaks, creating a humid and gloomy landscape. The combination of Rocky Mountains, lush green forests, and clouds signals a majestic natural terrain. The Dolomites were formed by the uplift and deformation of the Earth's crust in the past, creating unique limestone mountains. The geographical location in the high mountains of Europe creates a temperate climate with high rainfall and low temperatures. Over thousands of years, erosion and erosion processes due to climate and water flow have created the current rocky terrain. The soaring mountains, covered with white snow, create a majestic and attractive scene. The image shows a large mountainous area, possibly including many slopes and peaks suitable for skiing. The slopes are covered with heavy snow, indicating a cold climate with long winters. The mountain range stretches with towering peaks, covered with pure white snow, creating a majestic scene. The Dolomites are characterized by steep cliffs and ridges. Clouds and mists alternately cover the peaks, creating a dark and mysterious atmosphere. The combination of white limestone cliffs and emerald green vegetation creates an impressive harmony. Mountains with steep cliffs, ridges, and steep slopes are characteristic of Montserrat. On the summit of one of the mountains there is an ancient observation tower, indicating the presence of humans in the area. The formation of limestone cliffs and sharp peaks was created over thousands of years by complex geological processes. Snæfellsjökull mountain range, one of Iceland's most famous scenic spots. Located in the west of the island, this mountain range has a majestic and wild beauty, typical of Iceland's magnificent nature. Mountains with sharp peaks and steep slopes, covered with snow and ice. The vast lake located in the valley between the mountain ranges reflects the beauty of the surrounding landscape. The blend of mountains, snow, lakes, and lush green vegetation brings a majestic and pure beauty. Temple Van Sigiriya, a unique and famous cultural heritage of Sri Lanka. Temple Van Sigiriya, also known as Lion Tower, is an ancient city from the time of King Kassapa I, built in the 5th century AD. This site has a very unique and impressive architectural structure. It is built on a giant rock, about 200 meters high, rising from the surrounding tropical forest. On top of this rock are the ruins of an ancient royal palace, including buildings, gardens, and many other architectural works. Palawan is a long, narrow island located in the western part of the Philippine archipelago, about 590 kilometers from Manila. With an area of nearly 12,000 square kilometers, Palawan is the 5th largest island in the Philippines. a famous limestone mountain range in northern Italy. The Dolomites are part of the Alps, formed by geological activity about 250 million years ago. The geological structure of the Dolomites creates towering, majestic mountains with steep cliffs, interspersed with vast valleys and clear blue lakes. These mountains are made mainly of limestone and other minerals, bringing a majestic and unique beauty. The Dolomites region became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2009, recognized as one of the most beautiful mountain landscapes in Europe. It attracts millions of visitors each year to explore its majestic natural beauty, participating in activities such as climbing, trekking, skiing, and sightseeing. Stokksnes mountain range in Iceland, one of the most famous and beautiful places on the island. Stokksnes is located in eastern Iceland and was formed by geological activity and natural erosion over millions of years. The road in the picture was built to serve the needs of travel and tourism in the Dolomites region. The winding road, leaning on the mountainside and passing through the green forests, creates a wonderful driving experience and brings visitors closer to the majestic beauty of nature. The unique structure of Vestrahorn and the Stokksnes region creates a spectacular natural landscape, with black mountains emerging from the snow and ice cover, interspersed with flat black sand beaches and clear blue seas. This is one of the most beautiful and attractive places in Iceland, attracting many tourists to explore and admire the scenery. Monastery de Blagaj, a unique religious structure located in Blagaj, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Monastery de Blagaj is a dervish monastery built in the 16th century, inspired by Islamic culture. The monastery is built right on the face of a limestone cliff over 200 meters high, with a mineral spring flowing from the ground. The architectural structure of the monastery blends harmoniously with the majestic natural landscape around it. The fjords in Norway, formed by geological processes and natural erosion over millions of years. The fjords are located in the northwest of Norway, formed by steep cliffs hundreds of meters high, hugging deep and long sea bays. This is the result of the erosion and formation of giant glaciers during the previous ice age, combined with geological activity of the continent and ocean. Geiranger Fjord, one of Norway's most beautiful and famous natural limestone fjords. Geiranger Fjord was formed over the past millennium by erosion and geological activity in the Norwegian Alps. Geiranger Fjord's topography consists of towering, steep cliffs, with many snow-capped peaks all year round. The slopes are covered with lush green forests, flowing down waterfalls from the plateau. The rivers surround small houses, creating a wild and majestic natural landscape.